Hey guys, Rochelle here with Amethyst Ascension. If you are new here, welcome, and if you are returning, thank you so much for joining me again. So today I'm going to be doing the third video in the Balancing Your Chakras series. This one is going to be on the solar energy or solar plexus spread. And so, as I stated in the first one, the first video in the series, I created my own deck. It's called the Love of Spreads Oracle deck. It is available on Make Playing Cards. There is a link down below if you want to grab the deck. I've made actually several decks now, but this is one of them. And it is a deck full of like spreads, right? These are the backs. Lots of spreads. So, of those spreads, I have several spreads that have to do with, like, and there's more that have to do with energy and spirits and stuff like that, and relationships and stuff like that, which are all kind of part of the chakra system, but actual chakra. I've got the energy reading, which I talked about in the first video that I did here, and I'm probably going to start doing the energy reading before, like the beginning of each month, just to kind of gauge where I'm at and what I need to work on the most, because I feel like the chakras, they can be in balance and then they can go out of balance, or they can be active or overactive or underactive, so it's a constant. I think we are constantly working on ourselves. I truly want to constantly be working on myself, not like a one and done kind of thing. And so also with shadow work. So I had talked about wanting to do chakra work to then figure out from all of these spreads what areas of shadow I should look at first, because clearly the shadow work is stuff that's in the shadows, right? Stuff that you don't realize. So this is just one of the many ways that you can help discover where shadows might be, or where deeper shadows might be, or where it's more of a priority in your life, depending on what you need to achieve in your life, to work on first. So I have this energy reading, and let me just put it over here. I've also got a chakra work one, which is just pretty much showing you where you need to work, right? And then I have one for each chakra, at least the basic 7. The root, which we've already done, the sacral, the solar, which we're going to do today, heart, throat, third eye, and crown chakra. So let's just get started on the solar plexus. Today I'm going to be working with the Lucid Dreams Beginners Tarot, because I've already made my, I did the artwork for it already. I think that's really pretty. I'll do my right up here, and I'll place my cards here. So I just thought that these would be really pretty. I'm probably, when I crop these down, I'm going to crop all this out and just leave the picture, because I think the artwork is stunning. And I think it'll look really nice with this. And I only have so many decks upstairs here with me. So it's not really like one that's like, when you think of, solar plexus, you think of the sun. It's associated with the sun. All right, so the first question is, how balanced is my solar plexus? How balanced is my solar plexus? So I want to shuffle this up really good. I love the gilding. This is beautiful. All decks should be gilded like this. Oh my gosh. All right. How balanced is my solar plexus? How balanced? I pretty much start off all like that. Okay. 10 of Wands. So I'm thinking that it's definitely out of balance, but I can't tell you whether or not that's overactive or underactive. I'm thinking that it's overactive. I'll explain why afterwards, but let me get all my cards. Okay, where are you most confident and why? Where are you most confident and why? Where am I most confident and why? Oh, most confident when it comes to financial stuff. Always looking at like business related stuff, I think. I have a very business oriented mind. So I think I am I'm more confident in like my finances, maybe because we have been through the ringer and back, and I know that we could make it through again, but that's why I'm always thinking of, you know, how I can help secure my future. But with it being 5 of coins, maybe I'm overly confident in that area. Okay, so let's see. Question number 3. Where are you least confident and why? Where am I least confident and why? Where am I least confident and why? Least confident and why? I'm just going to take the top. I just don't have room for all those. Oh, yeah, new beginnings, things that are unknown. Yeah, what the future holds in regards to whether or not I am spiritually on the right track, that kind of thing I could see definitely. Okay, let's go with the next question. How do you see yourself? So how do I see myself? How do I see myself? Remember, when I'm asking these, I'm not asking this incarnation myself. I am actually asking my higher self or my subconscious. So, how do I see myself? Truly. Oops. Okay. 7 of Wands. That's so freaking true. It's like I'm always on the defense, right? I am being called out in this reading. All right. 5. How can you bring more balance to your confidence and autonomy? How can you bring more balance to your confidence and autonomy? Okay, I'm going to take the top one. See, maybe that, obviously it's about transformation, the death of something old in order for something new to be reborn, right? So, all right. So let's get a little bit deeper into this. So, how balanced is my solar plexus? I'm thinking, because I've always said I am pretty much a very confident person when it comes to speaking my mind, and it gets me in trouble a lot. So I'm thinking that my solar plexus is overly activated. I'm too confident in certain areas where I should not be. Hence, taking on, and this has been my stalker card in the past, taking on too many responsibilities, just more or less stressing out about things that I don't need to, or have feeling like you know, I have too many things that are on my shoulders when they shouldn't be, right? So, yeah, I think that's right. So I think it's overactivated. Where are you most confident and why? I am confident that I do believe that this is talking about financial stuff, obviously, because we have been through the ringer, okay? Definitely in the past. And so when we make our choices financially, we are always thinking about, you know, like in chess, 5 moves ahead, right? And for me, my husband makes good money, but he has made really good money in the past, and then the economy took a crap and we lost everything, even though he was in the same business. So I am confident that I understand how volatile somebody's income is. It can easily just like uproot somebody, you know, and I'm overly confident in that area also because growing up, I was a daughter of, you know, a woman that was a single mom for the most part. I mean, because my dad wasn't in the picture, there were stepdads, but we moved around from place to place. And there was always a sense of loss in that because it was before the internet. It was before, you know, even long distance calling. It was before cell phones, you know, so you could write. That was about it if you wanted to keep up with somebody. So, I mean, even moving a town over, that would be considered long distance. So you couldn't call your friends and you had to start over all the time. So I am confident in that. I'm confident in change and how quickly things can change, financially especially. So where am I least confident? I think on my spiritual path, making sure that I am on the right path. I question it a lot, which is why I try to do shadow work and always working on myself for my own betterment. And I want to ascend and, you know, I want to get out of this hellhole called this 3D reality, right? So in order to do that, I need to be working on myself. And there is less confidence in the area of the things that are unknown. So that makes complete sense to me. 4, how do you see yourself? I see myself as somebody that is always feeling like I have to stand my ground, speak my mind, share my truth. I don't know why. Probably something from a past life, or also, you know, there's that old adage when you're little and people in the family, especially if you're a girl, you know, you don't know what you're talking about. There's that. Or, you know, kids are meant to be seen and not heard. Or because you're too young, you don't understand. You get, you know, there's a lot of that growing up. And so speaking up for myself, but I also think that there's past life stuff there. I honestly do. I believe that, probably for many people, obviously, but as a woman, I feel like there has been a lot of times that there have been people that try to extinguish my voice. So I do see myself kind of like a warrior. Like, I mean, even like with true sidereal astrology. You know, I grew up thinking that I was a Capricorn. I'm sorry if you can hear Oliver. Somebody's probably walking their dog. It's just driving him crazy. But to find out that I'm actually a Sagittarius, that the sun was not in Capricorn when I was born. And when you say that on your channel, it gets much less views. Almost, I don't know if it just because people are just not ready for that information yet. Even though it is a universal truth, it's not my truth. It is a universal truth. There's ways of seeing what was actually in the sky called telescopes and satellites and tracking. Unless, of course, this is all just a simulation anyways, which it probably is. But like I was saying, unless it's all just a simulation anyways. And if it is a simulation, the simulation says that true sky or true sidereal astrology is what's truly in the sky. But anyways, okay. So I do feel like I am a warrior for truth. And with, talking about conspiracy theories, I've talked about this. So I do see myself as somebody that is trying to help, but, for people to see the truth. Once they know the truth and what they do with that truth, that's their business. But I feel like there's a lot of stuff that's always covered up that I have tried to show people, right? As like a service to help people. But really, it's just about also being a warrior for truth and a truth seeker, yada, yada, yada. So with that comes a lot of defense, speaking my truth against all odds and thinking that I have higher ground, yada, yada, yada. So it seems pretty straightforward. Okay, and the last question was, how can I bring more balance to my confidence and autonomy? By transmuting, right? By taking the information that I get in shadow work and when I learn something about myself and transforming that particular bit of information and integrating it. So I feel like, people talk about the death of the ego. I don't believe in the death of the ego. I think that we need the ego to be here. That's part of what this simulation is, this reality. However, I do think that we need to learn to, or at least me, I need to learn how to take my ego out of things more. That overactive visitor that likes to say things into your ear, more on the negative, that tells you, well, no, that's not right, or, what are they saying about you, or just anything like that, right? So I need to transform that into something positive, and then I have more confidence and more autonomy. That's how I see it. So anyways, the next thing I'm going to do is take these pictures and this is the actual spread, which I will be putting down below into the description for anybody that would like to do these spreads as well. So I'm going to take the pictures. And aren't these background? Isn't this so pretty? I just love this whole thing. I love doing this. This is another way for me to be creative, express myself creatively. So let's take, and I'll show you what I was going to do. So here's the first one. That looks pretty good. So we'll use the photo. I'm just going to show you an example. You know what? I want to take this right down. So I need to make sure I'm getting these straight. Sorry about the dog. He is being a bit ridiculous. So I will be back as soon as I get these all back on here. Okay, so I got the 5 cards on there. So something I'm going to do here is I'm going to outline them. I'll show you how I do that. So I've got it. I hit the draw button, and I've got the line. And then I put it on, like, oops, on like the dark gray color. But I think I'm actually going to do black. If you hold it down, it will create a straight line, which is good because I am not good with straight lines. But it'll do it for you. Nope. Undo that. I made it too long. See how forgiving this is? So it made an outline. So I want to do that with all of these, and when I'm done, I'll come back. Okay, so I wanted to show you that I decided to make it a little bit thicker, the lines a little bit thicker, so that it's more pronounced, the cards are more pronounced. And because this had already been there, the line went over the top of it. So it's very easy to make sure that you're on picture, tap it again, go to arrange and bring to front. Now it's taken care of. So now the next thing that I want to show you is I'm going to go to the sticker book. Make sure it's on link mode. I'm going to go to the numbers again. I either want these numbers. Here, let me do this. Open a new window. So I either want these numbers or these numbers. Or these numbers. I'm thinking the gray. So I'm going to go into edit mode, hit the lasso tool, lasso 5. Bring it right on over. And those are the right size that I need anyway. So it did not want to save it. So it's good that it you know, made it that way with unselecting all of these. You know what I mean? It was the right size. So in case that happens, just lasso them, and instead of bringing it right on over, just hit copy, you know, touch it again and hit copy, and then hit paste, and it should still be selected. So we'll go like this. Yeah, I like that. Let me just get rid of this. And that's what my page will look like. And I'm just going to put my write-up over here. So there you go, guys. Thank you for spending your time with me. And I hope that you are enjoying these, you know, spreads. And if you want to use them yourself, I think that's wonderful. If you want to also, you know, do the hashtag, beautiful. So thank you for spending this time with me, and I am sending you love always.